start with Mr. McGuire this time.
Good evening, candidates. Good evening, community members. My name is Clark Trivers. I'm the program coordinator for the Ottawa Centre Eco District, an initiative to environmentally, socially, and economically revitalize the downtown core. A recent assessment of downtown bicycle parking revealed that on a nice day, bike parking is almost completely full by lunchtime. The city's goal is to double bicycle trips to the core over the next 18 years. And if elected mayor, would you work with the Ottawa Centre Eco District and property owners to increase and improve bicycle parking downtown?
This is easy. Yes, of course. Who on earth would be against this? I'd like to think that any business owner who sees an opportunity to bring more people, to entice more people to come downtown and spend money and patronize their business, they're going to go out of their way to do this. I'm amazed that there's a shortage right now. If I had a business downtown, I'd be on the phone to you. I'd go and buy the equipment myself and put in a bicycle parking station. I can't imagine why this problem exists, and it doesn't sound like a difficult thing to resolve. I'm amazed it's taken this long to resolve.
Mr. Sayed next, please.
Yeah, if I had to say in chorus with Mike, I would have said yes together with him. Definitely, yeah. In the peak hours, I think when you have a lot of bikes during the summer, you need a lot of space for parking. But that's, I think, the time when people are going to use more biking down to the downtown, and we have to make provisions for more space for bike. And one of the suggestions that I think we can look into is to make areas like Spark Streets and similar areas which are motor-free zones, like where the cars don't have to come during the summer. And that can create more space for the bikes. I think that we can work on together. Thank you very much.
Finally, Mr. Watson.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with the progress that we've made on cycling initiatives in general, and particularly the parking issue. There are a number of pilots in Westboro and Hintonburg, those orange bike racks that I think are great. 10 or 12 bikes replacing one car is a pretty good return on investment, in my opinion. I'm pleasantly surprised Mr. McGuire is now a born-again cyclist, because he has been fighting the segregated bike lane, which was the first downtown urban segregated bike lane that this morning reached the 1.23 million mark of users on Laurier Avenue. It's working, and it's going to stay.
Mr. McGuire, rebuttal.
It's not working, and it's going to go. The idea of putting a segregated bike lane on one of the major thoroughfares in a city of 1 million people was crazy. We have a one-way street just to the south of Laurier. Gloucester is the same distance as Laurier. It's one way. It's infinitely safer for the cyclists. Why it was put on Laurier was, I can't imagine what logic was used. None, apparently. Put the bike lane on Laurier, make use of the available resources without punishing people who come in by cars, who buy things, who produce stuff to employ folks. Thank you.
Well, that is really a regressive point of view, because I think one of the things that we're trying to do as a city, and to remain a sustainable city, is that we have to ensure that cyclists are safe. And segregated bike lanes have proven to be safe modes of transportation. They're working well. We extended, in fact, with a pass system right beside City Hall, Courthouse, all the way to Queen Elizabeth Driveway. And Mr. McGuire said, cycling let me repeat, I like cycling and do quite a bit of it myself, but the promotion of cycling can't come at the expense of either safety or the normal needs of commuters. The cycling lanes on Laurier Avenue, or the mayor and council, have doubled down on their cycling fixation. I'm fixated on making sure cyclists are safe in the city of Ottawa. Thank you.
I'm fixated on cycling safety as well. Here's a news flash. We've got the segregated lane, which has this concrete barrier, which has been a constant obstruction to people who are disabled. It is an obstruction for paratransport to get wheelchairs over the barrier. It is a horrible thing to try and cross in the winter when we're in a northern country, in a northern city. We get all kinds of snow and ice. These things are a hazard. I'm not saying don't have a segregated bike lane, Put it where there's less cars. Put it on a one-way street that gets a fraction of the traffic of Laurier. Thank you.
Mr. Sayed.
I did a lot of cycling in my life, and I broke a lot of knees because I used to get cycle security to be very high maximum. I think we have to all respect the roads. The cycling, yes, we have a lot of cycling enthusiasts in this city, but there are pedestrians too. And I stand for the rights of pedestrians over the cyclists. Wherever the pedestrians are there, they need to have a right of way over the cyclists. And cyclists should be given the right of way over the people who use cars. And this is my aim. We as a city, we have to all work together. We should have people who are walking, they like walking, they don't like cycling. They give more room to the. I've heard many complaints from pedestrians saying, "Oh, the cyclist is just going past me, like that, and he's not watching." We have to impose that, enforce that. There are no rules for the cyclists now. We have to make some rules for them. And the motorists sometimes they complain about the cyclists being in their way and slowing down the traffic. Those are the things we have to look into it. So it's a combined traffic. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, if there are no further comments, it was a lively topic, discussion.